So I do some pretty complex builds on this channel. This is by far the most simple and effective automation every business should be including today. Super simple to use. All it is taking your inbound lead sources and centralizing them into your CRM. With make.com, I'm going to show you how easy it is to set up. And yeah, let's get into it. So I'm gonna show you how my scarecrow is set up already. And what I mean by scarecrow, it's having a watcher, like an email watcher, that is looking out for certain types of emails and can send that data over to the pipelines and the databases that you want it to. Side note, I do recommend separating automations into different scenarios. That way you can use them for different use cases. Then we're sending an email notification to myself and Phoenix, our founder, and it's letting us know that we got a new lead, a new booking, or whatever it is. So let's do a demo real quick. So if we're on my Calendly and we're setting up a new appointment, let's say over there, and we're putting in the email at duck.com, you know what I'm saying? We automate everything on everything. Okay, now the appointment has been made. So we got the new meeting. We're scraping the lead details, sending it over to our automation. And over here, if we click run once, you'll see right over here, we have the thing that ran, Ali at alimalik.com. We're searching through the records. Turns out I already have this lead in my database. So all we're doing is updating that with the new lead details. So we stay up to date and we're not sending a notification out because it already exists. So that's a very, very, very simple make.com automation. I'll show you how to build this yourself. And yeah, let's get into the build. The first thing we have to do is build that GPT scraper. So you can clean your lead data and make it usable. So go to platform.openai.com. Over here, head over to dashboard, go into assistants and create a new assistant. And for your assistant, you can add, knowledge bases, you can add code, you can add functions, you can make it complex and more effective to your use case. For this one, which is just the Calendly inbound automation, it's just a system prompt. You are a Calendly event data extractor. You will be prompted with event confirmation email by Calendly. All you have to do is extract the invitee name, invitee email, and the event data / time from the provided text. So you can edit that based on what data you're looking for. But yeah, and we're telling it how to. So this is very important, the output format. We're telling GPT that output only 3 data points in semicolon separated format. And this is very important because if you need clean data to put in a database, you need it in a structured way that you can break it apart and send that API request like we saw in the scenario. So to do that, you have to give it an example. So I gave a prompt of a sample Calendly confirmation email. This is the invitee name. This is the invitee email. This is the event data, whatever, whatever, whatever. The output is very strictly formatted as I already told it to. So we have the name, we have the email, and we have the booking details. Once we get that, then we can break down the data. So build out your assistant with a system prompt and whatever else you want to add to it, and head over to make.com. In make.com, wherever you're getting your inbound leads from, for us, it's through Gmail. You want to start off with a trigger. So make.com has a lot of triggers. Like, let's say you want to make an automation for, I don't know, like LinkedIn or like X, whenever you get a new follower on X. Yeah, X. Watch posts, search posts, watch DMs. So whenever you get a new DM, you can add that person to your CRM. So make sure you set up the right trigger. For Gmail, you have to create a connection to your email account and you choose which folder you want your scarecrow to watch. And this is the very important part, is how you want to filter through your emails. Like, what exact emails do you want to watch? So if you would like, you can have this empty and you can just watch every single email that's coming in. I don't recommend that because it's very expensive. It's going to be a lot of wasted resources and money. So figure out a query, and there's a lot of different ways to build a Gmail query. You can go to the from operator, the subject operator if the subject contains a certain word. You can go to the around operator if certain words are around each other by a certain length. So build out a query formula and add that into your automation. For us, all we need to do is look at all the emails coming from Calendly. Next, you want to create an OpenAI connection. For that, you just need your API key and you just want to put in the API key over here. You want to, I'll just show you guys. You want to click on message on assistant, or you can do create a completion. If you don't want to use the assistance API, you can just create your assistant on the fly over here. But I prefer assistants because you can reuse them for different use cases, which is very useful. So you want to create a new connection and put in your API key and your organization ID. Very simple. After that, you want to set up your inbound automation. You can do it like how I've done it, or I've broken it down to do two different scenarios. I highly recommend that because you're not just going to have one source of leads. You're going to have Calendly, you're going to have YouTube subscribers, you're going to have DMs on LinkedIn, you're going to have opt-in forms. So that way, every single scenario that you have for those different scarecrows, you can just funnel the inbound lead data to one scenario rather than copying and pasting it everywhere. So this is your inbound lead automation where you're going through your CRM, HubSpot, Airtable, Google Sheets, whatever it is. Just check if it already exists because duplicate data is very useless. And we're updating or adding the new lead data. And I'm setting an automation to myself and to our founder, Phoenix. And yeah, we're just, hey guys, we got a new warm email from this source. Here's the info. This is an automated message. Super, super, super simple to set up, very effective because no one can keep track of hundreds of different leads in their head. And if you can just automate that recording process, you can keep track of who to follow up with, how your leads are doing, and you can have metrics like new leads this month or cost to acquire a lead, how many leads we're selling to in a certain month. So just having an arsenal of these inbound lead automations is what every business needs, these systems. Otherwise, you can't scale. So, yeah, boys and girls, I hope this was a valuable automation video. If there's any questions, feel free to email me or comment down below. And that'll be it from me.